Yes, Matthew.
Sure, thanks a lot. I want to ask about Haiti. There's online a picture of a protest held outside one of the Secretary General's events. Somebody holding a sign saying "Dead 8,563, sick 704,000, justice 0." And I wanted to know, both in terms of that and one of the lawyers in one of the cases for the UN, alleging that the UN in fact brought through negligence cholera to Haiti, said, quote, "It is an insult to all Haitians for the Secretary General to come to Haiti for a photo op when he refuses to take responsibility for the thousands of Haitians killed and hundreds of thousands sickened through the UN's cholera epidemic." So I wanted to know, what's the relation? I read all three, the speech, all three statements put out, including the press encounter, but what's the response to, at this case, protesters in Haiti saying the UN is responsible and needs to in some way directly address it, different in kind than the international community as a whole, or what's the response, and has he taken any questions from the press while he's been in Haiti?
Well, the Secretary General is about to give a press conference in Haiti, so whenever we get the transcript of that, we'll provide that. I believe he has two press conferences scheduled today, one in Haiti and then one later in the day in the Dominican Republic. And we've been putting out his various remarks on the road. Regarding questions of responsibility, the Secretary General has tried to make it clear that his responsibility is to make sure that we're all mobilized. That's to say, the Haitians, the international community, and donors especially, to give Haiti a better future. And he's in Haiti in part to assure the Haitian people of his personal commitment and that of the United Nations to do all that can be done with the government of Haiti and the international community to help overcome the spread of cholera. Haiti still hosts the largest number of suspected cholera cases in the Western Hemisphere, and this is a situation that cannot be allowed to continue. And so the Secretary General wants to be the advocate of the Haitian people and help them achieve the future that they want and deserve. That's
Yeah.
part and parcel of why he came.
I understand. What would you say, if you don't mind, what would you say to those who say, like, at a minimum, the UN might want to consider, like, apologizing, like saying, we've looked at it, we might have brought it. I mean, it seems like there remains a feeling there of dissatisfaction, at least in the case of this protest. Is that an apology, or is that just saying there's a problem and we're going to help?
The Secretary General has made it clear that in his own tenure as Secretary General, there are few things that have upset him more than the situation in Haiti since the earthquake of 2010. It's caused him considerable anguish. His heart has gone out to everyone who lost a loved one or was affected. And so he has been trying since that period to be helpful to the Haitian people, and he will continue to try to do that.
And is the cause of that anguish, and I appreciate what you're saying about it, that the cause is that the UN brought it there? That's why there's a particular anguish about this humanitarian crisis?
On that, you've seen what we had to say, and I don't have anything to add.